My wife and her sister sent me a voicemail. "You're out of the family business. Expect a call from the lawyer." I didn't argue. I just replied, "Understood." Then I quietly sold my 45% share. 48 hours later, 92 missed calls. My wife and her sister begging me to undo it. The voicemail arrived at 6:14 a.m. I was already awake. I always woke before the sun now. Not because of discipline, because of weight. Thoughts that pressed on my chest until sleep became a lie. My phone vibrated once. Then again. 2 names on the screen. My wife, her sister. I didn't answer. I let it ring. Let it die. Let the silence stretch until it felt honest. Then the voicemail notification appeared. I listened with the volume low, like it was something obscene. Her sister's voice came first. Sharp. Practiced. The voice she used in boardrooms when she wanted men to shrink without raising her tone. "You're out of the family business," she said. A pause. A breath. Then my wife. "Expect a call from the lawyer." That was it. No explanation. No discussion. No apology. Years of sweat, capital, trust. Reduced to 20 seconds of voice data. I stared at the wall while the voicemail ended. White paint. A hairline crack running from the ceiling down like a fault line. I didn't feel anger. That came later. In that moment, I felt something colder. Recognition. This wasn't sudden. This wasn't emotional. This was planned. I typed my reply with one thumb. Understood. No punctuation. Then I put the phone face down and sat very still, listening to my own breathing. They thought they'd cut me out quietly. They thought I'd panic. Beg. Argue. They didn't understand something about me. I don't react. I move. The business was never hers. Or theirs. It started with my money, my risk, my nights sleeping on an office couch while my wife told people we were building an empire. Her sister joined later. Loud. Efficient. Always watching. I ignored the warning signs because I was married to one of them. Because betrayal wears a familiar face. The shift began months ago. Board meetings scheduled without me. Emails CC'd late. Decisions already made. At home, my wife stopped talking about work entirely. She talked about us instead. Vacations. Future homes. Children. Too much future talk always means someone is hiding the present. I'd catch her texting and turning the phone face down. Her sister started calling her late at night. Whispers. Doors closed. Once, I walked into the room and they stopped talking. That silence had a shape. I told myself it was stress. I told myself loyalty still meant something. But loyalty is only real when power is balanced. And mine was being siphoned away quietly. The voicemail confirmed what my instincts had been screaming. They weren't pushing me out. They had already replaced me. The lawyer call came 2 hours later. Neutral voice. Polite. Prepared. Your role has been deemed non-essential moving forward. Non-essential. As if I were a broken chair. I thanked him. I always thank people when they think they've won. After the call, I sat in my car and didn't start the engine. I thought about my wife's smile. Her sister's eyes, always calculating, never warm. And I realized something else. This wasn't just business. This was personal. Because betrayal rarely comes alone. It brings accomplices. I didn't confront them. That's what weak men do. They seek answers from liars. Instead, I observed. At home, I acted smaller. Quiet. Distracted. I let them believe I was stunned. Defeated. At night, I watched reflections. My wife texting in the dark. Her face lit from below. A smile she hadn't worn for me in months. I pulled phone records. Shared accounts have privileges people forget. Numbers repeated. Late night calls. Her sister's private line looping back through a second phone. Not secrecy. Coordination. I accessed company documents remotely. Still had access. They hadn't cut that yet. Ownership structure drafts. Revised bylaws. My percentage diluted on paper before they told me. They hadn't just planned to remove me. They planned to erase me. Then I found the email. Not sent to me. Not meant for me. Her sister writing to a private investor. She's handling him. He won't fight back. He never does. She, my wife. That night, I lay next to her and counted her breaths. I wondered when she stopped seeing me as a partner and started seeing me as an obstacle. I wondered if she ever loved me, or if I'd just been a phase of leverage. The answer didn't hurt. It clarified. I contacted my own lawyer the next morning. Not the family one. The one who doesn't smile. I asked one question. How fast can I sell my 45%? He paused. Quietly, he asked. Yes. 48 hours. I smiled for the first time in weeks. I said, do it. And I didn't tell anyone. The confirmation came by email. Transaction complete. My share sold at a premium. A strategic buyer. One they'd never approve. One who demanded voting rights. I deleted the email after reading it twice. At dinner that night, my wife was cheerful. Too cheerful. She poured wine. Touched my arm. "Things will settle soon," she said. I nodded. Her sister called mid-meal. She stepped outside to take it. I watched her through the glass door. The moment her sister spoke, her posture changed. Authority transferred. When she came back in, her face was pale. "Did you do something?" she asked. I took a slow sip of wine. No, that wasn't a lie. I'd done everything. The first missed call came an hour later. Then another. Then 10. I went to bed early and put my phone on silent. When I woke up, there were 92 missed calls. Voicemails stacked like wreckage. Panic. Anger. Fear. My wife's voice cracked in the last one. "Please, we need to talk." I finally replied. "We can talk at the office." No heart emoji. No reassurance. Just coordinates. They were already there when I arrived. Her sister pacing. My wife seated, hands clenched, eyes red. The new investor sat calmly at the head of the table. I took my seat beside him. Her sister looked at me like she'd never seen me before. "You can't do this," she said. I leaned back. "I already did." My wife stood. "You sold without telling me." I met her eyes. "You removed me without telling me." Silence collapsed the room. The investor spoke gently. "I look forward to restructuring leadership." Her sister's mouth opened, closed. Power doesn't scream when it shifts. It just changes hands. I slid a folder across the table. Printed emails. Revised bylaws. The message where my wife was handling me. My wife didn't cry. She looked exposed, like someone whose reflection finally spoke back. "I trusted you," she whispered. I nodded. "That was your advantage," I said. "And your mistake." I stood. They didn't follow. They couldn't. I moved out that night, left the ring on the counter. No note. She called for weeks. I blocked the number. The business rebranded 3 months later. New leadership. New board. Neither of them remained. Sometimes I think about the voicemail. How casual it sounded. How final they thought it was. They thought silence meant submission. They confused calm with weakness. I didn't destroy them. I let them watch themselves fall. And the truth is, I didn't lose a wife. I shed a liability. The quiet afterward wasn't loneliness. It was freedom. Cold, clean, permanent.